Have you ever tried listening to classical music or jazz music in your car while you're driving? Let's say that the music starts off with a violin solo, okay? Sounds real nice, okay? But you have to turn your car up or turn the volume up so you can hear the violin solo real clearly. But then when that brass section comes in, though, with those tubas and those trombones and everything, it's loud in your car. So you got to turn the volume back down. Well, I'm not sure if you knew this or not, but your hand, when it's going up and down, is acting as a compressor. That's what a compressor really does, okay? A lot of times people think that a compressor is only meant to make your music sound louder. Well, that's true, but that's not the whole purpose. It's not the main purpose of a compressor. What a compressor does is a compressor reduces the range between the loudest note and the softest note. So this way everything's heard more smoothly and you don't have to go up and down, okay? That's what it really does. Basically anything over a certain point gets compressed, so it gets knocked down. So instead of you have to turn something down or turn your volume up, it automatically sounds real smooth. Think of Mariah Carey, okay? Mariah Carey or Whitney Houston back in the old day before she got with Bobby Brown. I shouldn't have said that. But every time they did a real high note, can you picture that without compression? Your ears will be hurting, okay? That's what compressor does basically. When they hit those high notes, you can still tell that boom, she's going, but it doesn't make you where you have to turn your volume down or it bleeds your ear out. It still sounds very clear, but never too loud. That's what compressor does for you, okay? It just smooths everything out. But first question you gotta ask yourself, what gets compressed? You know, how does compressor work? How does it decide what gets compressed? It decides that by the threshold. The threshold is that point where anything after that gets compressed, okay? That's where compression begins. So the first question is what gets compressed. The second question is how much does it get compressed? And that's decided by the ratio. Ratios are usually something like a 2-to-1 or 4-to-1. And what that means is for every 2 dBs over the threshold, it's going to get knocked down 1. So if it goes over 4, if the ratio is a 2-to-1 ratio, if it goes over 6 dBs, it's going to get knocked down 3. You see the math, real simple stuff. Now, I don't want to go into too much detail on compression on this one. I just want to introduce you what compression is and understand that if you misuse compression, you can always tell if the music sounds lifeless. What I mean is compression sometimes, if it's misused or overused too much, it takes the whole dynamics out of your beat, okay? And without the dynamics in the beat, it's lifeless. So understand this, compression is not just to make your music louder, it's meant to reduce the range between the loudest note and the softest note so everything is heard more clearly. The funny thing is, when it reduces that, it makes those soft notes sound louder, okay? It really does, because you'll hear them more clearly. And it makes those loud notes, when they get over that point, they just stay right here, okay? It's very important. I'm challenging all producers, make sure you teach whoever you're with how to use compression. I'm gonna go into more detail about the threshold, about the ratio, about the attack and release, about the input gain, about the output gain. We're gonna talk about all that, okay? Any questions, get back at me. This your boy Hits. Like I said, compression. Don't misuse it, but love it. It's very important. God bless you.